I am being blessed by this conversation, Chris, not just because of your profound memories of your father, but then we're learning a different kind of, a different side of your father, who was one of the best filmmakers in the Philippines. Celso Castillo, once again, condolences to you and to your family. Do you think it's easier to accept, because you're also a filmmaker, the passing of your dad, understanding his projects, the projects that perhaps you can now work on?
Well, accepting his death is never easy. There's no precedent for me. I don't know how to deal with it. I struggle with it. But the outpouring of support from people, I knew he had a lot of fans, but now I'm seeing names on it, on Facebook, and messages to me. And they talk about how they met him. They sent pictures of him and how they influenced him and the films they like. That helps us a lot in dealing with it. And I think I do have a responsibility to at least try to do some of his projects, especially the Noro Honor project. And I have a very good producer in the Philippines, Alan Berg-Ang, and a very good producer here, Sarah Sisontorn, to help me through. I have a very good support system in my creative endeavors that I think I can tackle, and not extend the legacy, but just see what it was about.
And for a lot of his followers, I know that you wrote that letter that went viral, and we now have an idea of what was the family dynamics like, and what was he like as a person, not just a filmmaker. But any more message that you want to tell people that are watching us right now?
It's been a very difficult year for Philippine cinema with a lot of deaths. Mario O'Hara, Dolphy, my father. I think there's a changing of the guard, and people should celebrate this passing, and I hope it drives other filmmakers to make better films, uplift the cinema, make sure there's another golden age, because the last golden age was the 70s, decades ago. Let's try to go a step further this time, and everyone, that should be the legacy of all these people that passed away this year.
Did your dad share with you any dream that he had for Philippine cinema?
He said he understood that Philippine cinema was dead, and he was fighting for hopefully some of these new indie filmmakers to rise up and resuscitate it, because it won't be about the country, the government helping them. It has to be their own work, their own ideas, to be original, to give the industry a shot.
And so, in closing this mini tribute for your dad, if there's one thing that's perhaps in the letter, or maybe not in the letter, but you're coming up with now, if there's one thing that you want all of us to remember about your dad, or to think about when we think about your dad, Celso Castillo, a great Filipino filmmaker, what is it?
That he was a human being. He's such a larger-than-life character. Very intimidating if you meet him. All these accolades, but at the end of the day, he was just a human being that was so giving to people, giving to kids, always ready to extend a smile, a signature, a helping hand, and advice. And that's what I want people to get out of this. Let's forget the big persona. He was just a regular human being, a nice human being, which we should all be.
And if he could watch us, if he could hear us, what would be your message to him, to your dad?
Well, that I miss him, and I wish I spent more time talking to him. Distance creates. You forget. Distance makes you forget sometimes. You should call more often. You should say hello more often. And I'm not wallowing in that regret, because I know that he knew that I loved him, and and I know that he loved me. But I just wish that I spoke to him more, and I wish we were able to do a film together like we were supposed to next year.
Maybe a lesson for all the kids out there, spend time with your parents, right? Never put off any projects, be it for your career, for your family, and all that. But for now, thank you so much. God bless you and your family. We'll be praying for your father, the repose of the soul of your father, and more power. Hope you continue on.
I hope so.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Janelle.
Thank you for joining us today on the show. This will be on YouTube. You can share it, like it, do whatever. But I hope that you learned something from it. I'll see you again next time.